Hi, this is Kaizoku Uncharted. We're a couple of siblings sail the vast sea of anime. If you think this is the crew for you, set sail with us each week. I'm Jakia.
And Justin. And we're talking Bleach.
Yep.
So, Bleach, 1001 War, Blood Arc, Core 2, Part 2.
Okay.
Supposed to be three in total, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So we're waiting for the third one to come out. And the one word I would use to sum up this whole second part is finally. Finally. So if you're watching this, first of all, I mean, when we're doing a recap of a whole series, it's probably in your best interest to be done.
Okay.
Because it's going to be spoilers.
Okay, yeah.
Right? So I say all that to say finally because finally, at the very end, we finally hear from freaking Uryuu Ishida. His plan, he wants to kill Yahaba. So I'm like, yeah, no stuff, Sherlock. Like,
right.
We already did this. So yeah. Very interesting. I never had a problem because, like, I feel like for this, like, we're gonna just be all over the place, right? So I never really had a problem with Basby when we met him, and I'm glad I did it because then we got his backstory.
Yeah,
you know, he was just kids.
Just kids. Yeah,
and Quincy kids, and his whole plan was like, yo, I'm gonna kill that Yahaba dude.
Right.
He killed my family. He killed my clan.
Right.
You know? Ishida's grandpa wrote in his letter, you know, Yahaba is not the savior of the Quincies. Right. You know? He's selfish. He's a dictator. He killed Quincies just to regain his own power.
It's true.
You know? And then I'll never forgive him because he's the reason why Ichigo's mom didn't have her powers in that one instance, that moment in time when Kingfisher killed her. Yeah. And the reason why Ishida's mom is also dead. Yeah. So I'm just like, yeah. I hate you, Haba.
Oh, wow.
I hate him a lot.
Are you ready to put him in the book?
No.
Okay.
Because I need to wait for Core 3. Okay. Because just my luck, I'll put him in this book, and he's got one heck of a story where I'm just like, no. I don't know that yet. Okay. Not to mention, at a certain point, we got to call a spade a spade. You know, it's just like how there really shouldn't be, like, racism and hatred. We're finding out, like, the Soul King, like, Yahaba calls Soul King his father. Yeah. Part of the Soul King, it's almost like, you know, it's like he's made up of Shinigami, human, Quincy. Yep. So it's like, so there's this rift, there's this hatred between the two. And you know, and then some people are always going to argue, hey, and maybe we'll get the real answer in the third core. Who's the real bad guys here? Because let's not forget, the 13 guard, the original 13 guard was made up of killers. Okay?
Those are some bad people, okay?
So, I'm just like, I want to hold off judgment. Okay. Until I also hear his side as well, a little bit. You know. Now, I can't stand, I don't think anything's going to change my mind about him. Okay. Hashawaf, his number 2 in command, the one he switches bodies with.
Oh, yes.
With no Quincy powers. I can't see him. I don't think there'll be any redemption for him.
I don't know. That backstory kind of gave me a little bit of redemption for him. Just a little bit.
I guess a little bit.
Just a smidgen.
Just a smidge.
Just a smidgen.
I'm a little concerned because I don't know what his uncle was doing.
That too.
But once we found out his power is the amplified, no wonder his uncle always wanted him near him. Mm-hmm. Because that way he would always be strong. His powers are amplified, increased by him.
Yeah.
So there's that. But yeah, but to start all this off, the second core, we had left off with, which I thought was so. I can't stand Bleach. I'm just gonna say it. It was so dumb that all of Squad Zero, everyone has to kill themselves just to unleash the power of one of them. That's why they sealed all their bankai. Like, that's so stupid. It's such a cop-out. It's a cop-out.
Okay, look, Justin, I agree. I'm disappointed in Squad Zero. I'm disappointed in Squad Zero because they built them up so high. There was so much hype about them. And I'm just like, what was the point of all this hype if they couldn't even do their job? If they couldn't even do their job individually when the time actually came. The point of Squad Zero was to protect the Soul King.
Sure.
So how can you protect the Soul King? Because like you said, if like they all have to kill themselves in order for one of them to unleash their powers, why would you do that? Everyone needs to be on their A game. I don't care if the heavens and earth are trembling. You all four of you need to be ready at all times. Because like if that was the case,
because that's the other thing.
If that was the case, we wouldn't be in the we wouldn't even be in this situation. Because that goes into my other issue that I have with Bleach and this whole thing is that I hate how Soul Society has built Ichigo to be this savior. Because I'm just like, he's just this punk kid.
Wow, yeah.
He's just this punk kid. And I'm just like, y'all telling me that Squad Zero...
He's a hybrid.
I'm just... Look, and and I can talk about this later, because he played the role of a puppet extremely well. Okay? Extremely well. And I'm just like, no better for him.
Right to his hands.
And, and that's what I'm just like, that's what he gets for always leaning into that savior complex where he's just like, I'm the only one who can do it. I'm like, no, you can't, Ichigo. You're not the only one who can do it. But this is my problem. The fact that, like, what's the point of Squad Zero? What's the point of the 13 captains? What's the point if at the end of the day, y'all have already decided that y'all aren't capable and that this random boy who's a hybrid of all, but not very strong because y'all all can't train because he's not really trained well in all the capacities, is the only one that can save the day. I'm like, what's the point of this?
Is that what was determined this time?
I feel like it was. Okay. I feel like it was. I'm just like, you're telling me the fact that, and I like Hyusobe. I was rooting for him. But I'm disappointed that he didn't have any more skills up his sleeves because but he even said it. He used specific languages to tell, and I also feel like Hyusobe was also involved in this in some kind of capacity. I just can't prove it. But he was using Ichigo. He was using Ichigo so that he wouldn't have to do his job. He was specifically telling Ichigo, like, hey, he said, you're not supposed to defeat Yohoba. You're just supposed to stop him. Yes. And I'm just like, okay, if he's just supposed to stop him, who is supposed to defeat him? Because it's obviously not y'all.
Well,
the rest of your team is out. The rest of your team is out for the count. So
and that's the other thing. So.
And Ichigo don't even got that many moves.
Well, hear me out.
So I'm just like, why are we relying on this kid? I just don't know.
Does this mean? Because I don't recall. Did he use his Bankai when he fought?
He did, but that's my issue. I'm like, with Bankai, do y'all only have one move? With your Bankai, do you only have like 2 to 3, like 2 moves? Like, what's going on?
Well, no, I meant the fact that he's a part of Squad Zero.
Yeah.
Why didn't he have to kill himself so that the other ones could use their Bankai?
I don't know. So that's my thing. So that's why I feel like Hyusobe is somehow... I feel like he's somehow involved in this. We'll probably find out in part 3.
Yeah, like maybe he was the first and then wasn't needed.
No, I don't even know. I feel like there's something sinister about him because I feel like he's the only one who was left remaining. And he still couldn't do his job.
Well, technically he died.
Well, no, he's still alive.
No, well, remember... He had left the imprint where someone had to speak his name for him to come back. So, Well, and here's what really ticked me off. Because
I'm like, if he got moves like that, then how come you couldn't do any real damage?
I mean, Yahaba said it was already be predetermined. And maybe he also knew that because he said you can't defeat him. You're only supposed to stop him. And then the other part of it is like, okay, because so many... It's similar to... I don't want to say it's similar to my One Piece power theory, but it's kind of up there. So Yahaba killed Captain Commander.
Yes, which was crazy, which was also very disappointing too.
Very. Like, he kind of at least wiped out everything that was Quincy before doing it. The other part is like, I got a Squad Zero member with a Bankai, and Uryuu was able to kill her.
That's what I'm saying.
What are we doing?
That's what I'm saying. And I liked her. I liked Senju.
Me too.
Senju was like, she was, because that's the thing. She's skilled. Like, I'm not gonna throw her what her whole situation was away, because I was like, she handled all those people at once by herself.
Well, it's just that she couldn't kill any of them.
But I think here's another thing that's getting tired and played out with me, which is why I'm just like, you know what? Which kind of makes this whole war a joke, to be honest, and I'm gonna be honest about it.
Sure.
Is that the fact that the Quincy are constantly getting these power boosts in mid-fight, constantly getting re-healed mid-fight, and it's getting played out and tired. And then they're like, well, and you know, they're going up against the Soul Society, they're just like, oh, that's all you got? And I'm just like, no, we defeated you already, and now you've come back. And now you've come back because, not because of your own power, but because literally Yohaba,
right,
who we're all not able to touch right now because he is that powerful, literally brought you back. Literally took out the other people that he, A to Z, took out the ones who he didn't feel like was, worth it, and he took their power to give to you. So that doesn't make it seem like, oh, you're so powerful and strong of your own merit. I was like, that's not how we got here. And I feel like for me, it's getting tired and played out. Because I'm like, how long am I going to keep watching this like one-sided fight where one side is constantly getting powered up and healed every 10 minutes?
I just don't get it.
I don't get it.
Like,
I think it's a waste of time.
Also, they were able to kill Soul King in like one slash. Like,
I'm just like, let's just do it. Because I was like, this is getting out of hand.
And then, like you said, like, the dude was able to like use Ichigo's body for him to kill Soul King. So I'm just like, that's so lame.
And I'm just like, no better for Ichigo, because I'm just like, he keeps charging into these moments and not thinking about nothing. He keeps charging into stuff and not thinking about nothing. Like, he could have easily avoided making that slash.
The only thing I liked is that other faces were showing up. Like white hair, I told you guys white hair, but the better has showed up.
Yes.
Utake, however you pronounce his name.
Yeah.
But
great.
We find out part of the Soul King is in him. Yes. So he's a piece of Soul King.
We got that backstory, which was great.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Good stuff.
We saw that Shinsui as the new Captain Commander, he went down there and he got Aizen. And I was just like...
I'm annoyed with that too.
Oh.
I'm annoyed by that because, well, even before we talk about Aizen, I just have to say this.
Sure. Okay?
It's a sidebar. Why is Chad here? Why is Chad
here? No.
Hold on. I'm normally Team Chad. Okay? Chad ain't did nothing wrong to me. But I haven't seen him do a darn thing this entire time.
Preach it to the choir.
Okay, because I'm like, why is he here? And why is that lame fireworks guy
That's
here?
what I was going to say.
Okay, because because here's my other issue with Bleach. Why are we constantly bringing low quality people to the fight?
Like, I get the other two people. We need the one dude's video game power to go up and down for some reason.
But they weren't the main people. I'm talking about like on the floor, on the ground. I get why you.
I don't know where that firework guy's even at.
Who knows? But I'm like, what's going on here? Like, I get why Orihime's here a little bit because she can heal.
Not really, but yeah.
To a degree, right? On hand, to a degree. But I'm just like, why is he here? I'm just like, am I missing something? Because these people are not fit to fight the Quincy's top guard.
That's that firework guy name is Ganju.
I mean, I don't even need to know it. But I suppose someone does. But I'm just like, why are they here? And I'm also annoyed with Yoriichi, because I'm just like, hey, you're supposed to be one of our stronger people. What's going on? Why aren't you laying hands? Why aren't you handling this situation?
Who? Yoriichi did her part.
I don't think so. I feel like she's falling quite short right now, to be honest. I'm a little disappointed.
Against Askin Naki Levar. I can't stand him.
I'm just saying, like, right now, I feel like, what are we doing? So and I just had to mention that before we talk about Aizen, because I'm really confused as to, like, why Chad's here, why Firework Guy is here, sure. And why Orihime's here, because I'm like, in these fights, in these moments, we need to be, I'm like, this is a real situation.
Well, with that being said, I mean, at least the other person's doing something.
She's kind of doing something.
Yo, you already know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I'm just like, if we're here,
sure.
This goes back to that thing that I talked about last season. Like, we should have not. We should have had two Kenpachis this whole time, because Kenpachi, current moment Kenpachi, could have totally been.
That's funny.
Hold on, no, it's not funny. I said it the whole time. I said that they should not have killed her off. They should have not killed her off, because that's one of the top healers in the whole place. And I'm like, then it would have been at least a little bit equally sided. But this is getting out of hand.
What I find amusing or funny is you're talking about Yoriichi. Kenpachi's already been disposed.
He has. And that's fine.
It's like, what was the point?
Listen, exactly. I feel like it was not a good decision.
We get our Zanpato. We see how strong he is. I wish I had the notes from the first season of Bleach, because remember, I think he said something about that there were 5 people Yahaba was running out.
Yeah, and he was one of them. Well, actually, I don't even know if he was one of them.
Right.
I feel like it was the OG Kenpachi.
Because
she know how to heal.
We know Aizen is one.
Yes.
That's why he tried to recruit Aizen. So, to me, it's like, I got no problem with us going to get Aizen, because he's a threat to Yahaba.
Well, no, I don't have a problem with us getting Aizen. My issue is this with Aizen. And one, you're right. I feel like we didn't know which Kenpachi he was talking about. I feel like it was the OG one. Why did we bring Aizen all the way up here if we're not even going to take him through the gate?
I agree.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well,
it's
I think I know why Sensui did it. He's clever.
Okay.
Because Aizen wanted more freedom.
Yeah.
And he's like, no. And then we saw Aizen was able to absorb the Soul King. Yeah. And then we also saw Aizen's spiritual pressure was able to kill Yahaba's pressure. So, in a way, you basically brought him up just to be a shield or a beacon, because where he's at, if everyone else is around him, they're at least protected. That's why they called all the survivors to this area. But I still agree. If you like, he had the speech with everybody. Yeah. If you don't like his decision and he's already disrespected or whatever, just free the man, because guess what? Now Aizen at least would have to fight to make sure that he lives. Because
Aizen's not going to join Yohoba. I feel like he's made that, because he's already made that clear. So that's why I was really confused. I was like, why aren't we bringing quality people to the fight?
I'm hoping with Core 3, we find out who are the other people that are a threat. Because I hate to... Because here's my thing. At the end, I did write that. I was like, now this is how you end the season. Because I was like, okay, Ishida finally says he won't kill Yahaba for his mom and mentor.
Right.
We also see, even though Yahaba is asleep, he was able to kill those girls. And I was like, dang it, I was really hoping they were going to do something while he was asleep. And then Ishida and Ichigo's dads arrived. I was like, that's going to be wild. So,
will it though?
I like to think, why are they here then? Then why are they here?
Why is Chad here? Why is Fireworks here?
Hey.
Why is Aizen down on the ground in a chair?
All I know is this.
Why are they here?
I'm supposed to make up 5 people who is a threat level to him.
It ain't those 2. It ain't those. It's
then
not
give me 2.
It ain't Ichigo's dad. And it's not.
Then give me them.
It's not them.
Because so far I got Aizen.
I tell you, it's probably Cone before them.
I got Ichigo.
It's Cone before them.
And probably as usual.
No.
It's probably Uryuu.
It probably is Uryuu, actually.
And then what makes 5? Ichigo's dad. And Ishida's dad.
No, it's just a one. It's just a one and none.
Because I hate to break it to you, you better hope it's Ishida's dad. Because if it ain't Ishida's dad, you know what that means? It's Ishida, and that's gonna be an even bigger problem.
No.
Because I'm tired of this guy getting this. First of all, I get Renji finally get his real Bankai and release and stuff.
Actually, look, okay, I'm glad we can go talk about Renji. Go ahead.
And this dude shuts him down real quick. Ishida beats him. It's like nothing. I'm like, all right, cool. I get it. Then we got, when we finally get up here, they done remade the castle. They done broke everything up. Lily Barrow in one place. Gerard Valkyrie in another. The Hand is in another one. I call them lazy. But the Anaki guy's at another place. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, and then Uryuu's in a place. And I'm like, yo, this is, like, part of me was already kind of like, who's the strongest? Because at a certain point, make it make sense. If I got the new Captain Commander fighting against Lily Barrow.
Lily Barrow worked my nerves.
I'm like, yeah, because to me it's like, okay, so Lily Barrow's the strongest?
No.
And here's the real thing. I like to think they finally defeated him, just to jump a bit. But then why are these little Lily Barrows made their way down to Soul Society? And then that's what, hey, maybe one of the 5s is Kira. Because all of a sudden I see someone able to slash the Lily Barrow and kill it. And I'm like, yo, who is this? Right. And we see it's Kira. And somehow he bringing himself back to life. It has something to do with, it must be something to do with his Zanpakuto. I think his name was like Wabasibi or something.
Something.
But I was like, okay, so we get to see this.
Maybe it's Grimjaw was number 5.
Maybe Grimjaw. Well, hear me out.
Or someone from Harvest from there.
Well, based off of what you said. Yo, that's another good point.
Where
the heck is Nail?
Right. I take Nail any moment right now.
Well, Grimjaw went after that dude, and that dude beat him.
Yeah, I know.
And I was glad because Yurichi's brother showed up. Yurichi's brother put in work on him.
He really did.
But now, I hate that this dude's ability is so lame. It's so OP. So since he didn't kill him, now the dude's immune to spiritual pressure too. He's becoming immune to almost all of this stuff. It's really stupid.
That's what I'm saying. It's getting played out.
And then Yurichi, even though she's able to do stuff, she's able to keep up with her quick. She's like, and he's like, I thought you guys would have understood my ability by now. And she was able to get him off again. But it's like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Like maybe Yurichi is the one who kills this clown. And then at least that will solidify her on that bracket.
I mean, I just don't know.
I just don't like this guy.
I don't like this guy. But, just going really quickly to Renji really quick. Because I want to give Renji his flowers. Sure. Because I'm not mad at Renji. Because Renji fought twice. Back to back. Okay? He fought Ishida. And then when he met back up with the rest of the team.
He tried to fight Valkyrie.
Right. He tried to fight Valkyrie, right? But here's the thing about Renji. Renji knows Renji knows he's not strong. That's what I'm telling myself, right? Because Renji knows that if I'm not strong, he's like, if I'm going to fight and at least do any kind of anything, it needs to be Bankai all or nothing, no questions asked. And that's what he did both times.
Okay.
Instead of like the rest of our team, everyone's like trying to do cute moves and doing this. Renji's like, no, this is serious business.
What's the same thing with whatchamacallit?
Serious business.
Rukia's brother. Because basically it just seemed like him and Renji was just tearing him up. And he tried to finish him off. He cut his head off. They were like, yo, you don't have a chance to mess around.
They're just like, isn't that overkill? He said no.
Because to me it's like...
And I feel like he's been sitting on the back burner too. Because I'm just like, I need him to do something too.
I just don't like the fact... The Renji Uryuu thing is kind of full circle. Because they fought each other in the very beginning.
Yes.
It just seems like it's just constant disrespect to Renji. Like, why even give him the power up? Because that being said, I'm kind of okay with it so far.
Yeah.
And they bet not do this. We haven't seen Rukia do anything.
We haven't.
And if she's one of the threats, I'm going to be really angry.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'd rather her brother be that threat or something before her because I just can't with Rukia.
And then
I can't with it.
We do go ahead and find out that the hand, Perni the Parjinkas, is the Soul King's left arm. And the one thing I liked about this was, well, again, this was the bad part because we lost Kenpachi that quick. But then at least we got to see Captain Uryuu. He was putting on a show.
Look, I also sidebar. I love Kenpachi and Mario's pairing.
Sure.
Like I'm just like these two. I had no idea that I appreciate their dynamic like that. But I am always impressed with his skills and how he handles a battle. So yeah.
Yeah, I like the fact he altered his Bankai. Like we were doing stuff. But
here's the real question for me from that fight. Where's the left leg and where's the right leg of the Soul King? Because we got the hands.
Sure.
So where are the legs at?
That's a good point.
Okay.
There was somebody.
And what role do they play?
Right.
Like, are they Quincy? Are they humans? Like, what are they doing?
Fantastic questions.
Mm-hmm.
I do know the fact that it's kind of cool seeing Nemu or Nimaria number 7's backstory. I was like, okay.
That was a good backstory, yeah.
I was like, cool. They even got us a little flashback of the Espada he fought.
Yeah.
Like in his mind. I don't know, maybe he absorbed them or something.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's what it seems like. And while all of this is happening, the fight was okay. Good fight. You know, it's getting pretty scientific. You know, I'm glad at one point in the episode he was like, "Let me break it down for idiots to understand." And I'm like, "Thank gosh." I was like, "Because I need to understand. I guess I'm an idiot."
Oh my gosh, no.
And then I like to think, but here's the thing, like you brought up earlier, I like to think he won the fight and it's over with that. But who knows with these freaking Quincies, the hand might just come back.
He probably will.
So, but regardless, as of now, after the victory, I was just like, yo, once again, Uryuu was a boss. Yeah. So we find out he's cured Hitsugaya. I'm like, yes.
I know.
Matsuma.
I know he was like, look, I'm weary, so you got to do this and this, and they'll be fine.
And now I'm just wondering, who else did he help? And then we kind of see, because, yeah, a bit of a jump, but we're fighting the stupid Valkyrie guy. I can't stand this dude.
He's the worst. And
then all of a sudden, you just hear, all right, well, if the 13 guard isn't enough, all the visors showed up. Like, I got to see Rose. I was like, okay, I thought Rose was dead. So I was like, okay, so he clearly Mario must also healed, unless their visor powers did it. But I was like, okay, so now the visors are about to fight Gerald the Valkyrie. And I'm like, let's go. Let's freaking go.
Let's like get some work done, because this is getting crazy. It's not out of hand.
And then I was like, but the second part of that, first of all, when we got to know Nano's backstory, that was sick. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I was a little angry because I thought after he used his Bankai, I thought Lily Barrow was dead. And I was like, gosh, Lily Barrow is still alive.
Because he's trash.
I don't like his ability.
I don't either.
It's kind of gross. When he was his regular form, he was kind of cool.
His form continued to get grosser and grosser.
It did.
With time. And he was confident about it, which was wild to me.
Yeah, it was kind of gross. But, the Isai family's Zanpado is just simply passed down to the next head of the family. And I like to think it finally killed Lily Barrow. But then we see these little Lily Barrows down below.
I just don't know what these.
So I don't know. I have no idea.
I just don't know.
What was crazy though is that her mom was executed for stealing a national treasure. But that national treasure was her giving her Zanpato to Sui Sui.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it's hers to give.
Right.
I'm like, this is crazy.
It was crazy.
So I was like, wow, that's...
I'm glad we got to see his Bankai. That was great.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now we're caught up to the fact where it was Yorichi versus that stinking Naki dude. Her little brother showed up. Her little brother is strong enough to almost kill this fool.
It's true. He's been putting in work.
And then he did his little lame stuff. Like, his powers are just so lame. Like, you're like, dude, you're lame.
They're bad.
And then at the end of the final episode, they had this, like, cafe corner with him. I was like, get out of here. Like, I can't stand you. Like, you should have been dead already.
Oh, my God.
Ugh, I can't stand this dude. Just
Figure me out. Have mercy. Look, I guess the people wanted to know. I don't know.
So, yeah. Other than that, I was just like, I don't... But, yeah, I'm like, thank goodness the visors show up.
Yeah.
It was lame that Gerald Valkyrie was able to become he's kind of this stupid big giant, and he's like...
He said, yeah, because you guys did so much damage. And I'm just like, thank you.
Yeah, like...
Thank you.
Okay, so does that mean you're going to die next time? Like, I don't understand some of these dudes. Like I at least get the second in command.
Mm-hmm.
He has Yuhaba's powers while he sleeps.
Right.
I get that one.
100%.
That made sense.
Yes.
Now also, since they're soul society, like if the soul dies, is there a way that Squad Zero is going to be back or something?
I don't know.
It's just, I don't know. And then, yeah, like I said, like, and Aizen's just sitting down here. Like,
I feel like that's the waste. That's like I think that's the biggest slap in the face.
Like, is Kira gonna free him? Does somehow Gen show up? And, like, how do we get, like, what happens here?
I don't know.
And I like to think, and they showed the biggest close-up to Matsuma. Like, one, we've never really seen her powers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know her Zanpakuto. I don't think. I definitely don't know her Bankai.
Yeah.
We didn't even get to see what's the game? Is it Ikaku? I'm trying to think the ball headed one.
Yes.
We didn't even get to see those two throw down. The only thing they literally done was run with us and help carry the doctor back to the pod. Mm-hmm. Like, I need to see these dudes throw. Like, they have been throwing all my Bleach life. Like, I need to see them.
But they can handle it here.
Yeah, I need to see. Well, I need to see something.
You gotta see something.
You know, I got everybody.
Maybe they're gonna be the ones that find, Yachiru, because like Kenpachi's like, hey, where's she at?
That's another good question. Maybe she's the fifth threat. Where is she?
Absolutely.
Like, and I'm confused. We couldn't find her. Is she his Zanpakuto? Maybe that's what it's been all this time.
I mean,
where is
I
she?
wouldn't be surprised with everything that if we got the Soul King's hand being
maybe
a
that's
whole
the foot.
No, she can't be the foot.
Who would have guessed the sickly boy was at one of his parts?
That was crazy.
You know, maybe she knew as soon as this situation happened, she needed to be the last resort. So and remember, she's so elusive because she runs.
She does run. She be running.
I need answers.
Yes.
And this.
I mean, hey, if she's a Zanpakuto with Zanpakutos, that's pretty great.
And then after all of this,
mm-hmm.
which is messed up,
mm-hmm.
so Lily Bar, the only one dead, allegedly, and maybe the hand.
I'm not mad at that because I couldn't stand him anyway, so I'm not mad at that, to be honest.
Oh, you should be. Because you know what that means? That means that you're going to have about... How many episodes is Core 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You're going to possibly have 15 or 20 episodes mm-hmm. with there only being Yahaba and only 3 other members. How long are these fights going to be? How long is this Yahaba fight going to be? All day. Yahaba fight is going to be 10 plus episodes. We need answers.
I mean, listen, we need a lot.
We still need pink hair. I still understand, like, there better be some way, like, Uryuu is such a boss. Maybe he found a way to start healing Captain Commander. Like, I still don't understand how he died this easily. And he wasn't even in his final form. And then the fact that we're introduced to this, so I have to take it that Squad Zero is stronger than Captain Commander.
Yes.
Maybe. I know they're stronger than the 13 guard, but I don't know if they're stronger than the 13 guard plus the Captain Commander.
I don't know. I mean, I know they weren't strong enough than the original Kenpachi. I know that much.
So, but that's logic.
I mean, maybe they'll bring her back.
Well, my thing is this.
Maybe we'll bring her back.
It's gotta make sense. Because
that'll make sense to me.
If Squad Zero is stronger than the 13 guard, it only took Swinsui and his vice captain to kill Lily Barrow. And it only took Uryuu, because Kenpachi didn't do anything.
No, he didn't.
It only took Uryuu to kill the hand.
Yeah.
But when they all got paired up with Squad Zero, clearly Squad Zero was the ones defeated. Make it make sense. Maybe
this is the moment where we're learning that there's no need for Squad Zero anymore.
Or or we're gonna get the next Squad Zero. Like it just doesn't make sense. And this is what be ticking me off about Bleach sometimes.
Oh wow, okay. Alright, well
also Ichigo sucks.
He does.
Because he keeps using his strongest moves for every little thing.
Everything. Okay.
Make it make sense.
Alright, and so there we go. That's this week's episode of Kaizoku Uncharted. Alright, Bleach, make it make sense.